It is early afternoon in Gothenburg, Sweden. It's the final day of 2023 and the final day of the preliminary round of the 2024 World Junior Championships. Team USA off the bus, getting ready to go, taking on Team Slovakia in a game that's for all the marbles really in Pool B. It's not an elimination game, but it is a game that has value in terms of moving forward, setting the path forward into the quarterfinals and hopefully on to a gold medal. Welcome in everybody this morning. It's EJ Raddick, Dave Starman here. We got over that crazy shootout game against the Czechs on Friday. We're ready to go for this one now. And it's an interesting morning here, Dave, because there's some health issues around Team USA. Good news, Trey Augustine back, Seamus Casey back. Augustine will start today. But Jimmy Snuggerud, he's going to be out of the lineup. That's a big loss.
It is a big loss because of what he brings. When you watch the tournament that he's had and the way he shoots the puck, it's amazing how quickly he gets the puck off and what he makes when he's got the puck on his stick. So Oliver Moore will jump into his spot. When you watch Moore, Moore's got speed to burn. He's great on the forecheck. He's a great pressure player. This kid hunts pucks. So it's a different dynamic than Snuggerud. But in a similar way, he will get Gauthier and McGrory. First of all, get on the puck. And second of all, he's going to get him a lot of room to maneuver.
And you can see Snuggerud right here. 4 goals in the tournament. He had that hat trick against Switzerland earlier in the week. He's a sniper. So he's someone that has quick strike ability. Hopefully he is going to get well and be back. Because remember, this is not an elimination game. Team USA will play Tuesday in the quarterfinals. If they win, they'll most likely play Latvia. If they lose, they'll most likely play Finland, but that is all to be determined. As you can see here, the standings in Pool B, they will cross over for the quarterfinals. That's why I bring up Latvia, Germany, and Finland.
And just remember, even though there's a 1-point difference, any win by the United States today gives them the pool because they will win the tiebreaker
head-to-head.
From head-to-head.
And some interesting news on the Slovakia side today is Adam Gajan, who is a terrific goalie, was the goalie of the tournament last year, has started all 3 games for Slovakia. He will not dress today. He will not play. So we're not sure if this is coach's decision or if he's under the weather, but it will be a different matchup in goal. Augustine in goal for Team USA, and Samuel Urban will get the start for Slovakia.
Urban is a commit to Arizona State University. He's a really athletic goalie. You know who he'll remind you of a little bit is Jonathan Quick of the Rangers.
Wow.
He plays a very similar style. Quick is an all-world goalie. This kid's not there yet, but style-wise it's similar. He's gotten beaten a lot to his stick side in some of the pre-tournament games and watching some clips of him early on. But he's very athletic. He tracks pucks pretty well. He gives up some big, fat, juicy rebounds. To me, this is a game that the U.S. should win in the grease pan right in front of the net because there's going to be a lot of second and third opportunities sitting there for them.
And Urban plays in the USHL, so there may be some familiarity for Team USA as they look forward to this matchup. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to hear from the head coach of Team USA, David Carl. You can see the Slovakia, it's getting ready to go. They got a good team in that room, 11 NHL draft picks. Meanwhile, Team USA, they are looking to make it 4 straight W's. We'll be back. Team USA getting ready to go on the ice. Our John Rosen caught up with the head coach, David Carl.
Just to get some of the housekeeping out of the way, I know there's a little bit of a bug going through this team. What types of changes did you have to make to today's lineup?
Snuggerud will not be available, but other than that, everyone else will be available. So Seamus will be back, Trey will be back.
What did you see from Trey just in the opener against the Norwegians?
Yeah, very solid, especially the first half of the game when he was really tested a lot. Kept it 0-0, gave us an opportunity to kind of find ourselves, get some nerves out, I think, first tournament games and things like that. So I'm excited for him to be back in goal tonight.
And emotionally, what was it about the win over the Czechs that you think sets this team up well for the rest of the tournament?
Well, it's they play a hard brand of hockey. It's going to be very similar here this afternoon against the Slovaks, and you're going to have to win games different ways against different styles. And I was proud of our guys for how we hung in the battle against a big physical team. And again, it'll be the same today. And you need that. You need to be able to win games different ways.
Happy New Year. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you.
So there is Samuel Urban. He gets the start for Team Slovakia, and Trey Augustine healthy and back in goal today. Played in their opener when Team USA knocked off Norway. There's Ivan Fenish. He is the head coach of Team Slovakia. And of course, David Carl behind the bench for Team USA. Referees today from Sweden and Canada. So we are getting ready for the opening face-off. You can see Frank Nazar circling. And these two teams played last year, Dave. They played in the preliminary round, and Slovakia won 6-3. This is a very good Slovakian team. They return a number of those players. Should be a great game today on the final day of 2023. And as I mentioned, the final day of the preliminary round action. So underway in Gothenburg.
One point of emphasis for the U.S. early was trying to get to their game early. This is the first early start that they've had in the tournament after mostly late afternoon starts. The Slovaks have played in this time slot most of the tournament. So for the U.S., a little bit of a change in routine, and they want to make sure they create their own energy and attitude quickly.
Jaworski tried to bring it in, but puck knocked off his stick, and here comes Lane Hudson the other way. A little juke as he hits the center, slips it ahead, tipped in, and the Americans will go for a change. You see the line combinations on the top of your screen. Slovakia flips the puck in behind the net. And Casey flips it up the wing. Now Casey with it. And here's a shot through traffic, stopped by Urban, and he holds on.
Urban gets tested early, plays for the Sioux City Musketeers in the USHL, and he is committed to Arizona State, and they are really excited about getting him into the lineup. Spoke to their head coach, Greg Powers, yesterday. He really likes what he sees out of Urban. Athletic, really competes, plays with a ton of moxie, and he is excellent with the puck, so he'll be a factor in trying to break up some of the U.S. chips and chase plays as they throw pucks in and probe.
And this is his first start in the World Championship, World Junior Championships in this run. Played in a pre-tournament game.
He gave him 5 goals to the Germans. All 5 were very similar, all low stick side.
So we'll see if the Americans try to push in that area. Team USA dumps the puck back in. Back behind the net, Zopko with it. Up the wall and comes out to the neutral zone. Fired right back in. Urban will play it behind his cage. First 90 seconds here. Team USA, Team Slovakia. The winner will win Pool B and most likely play Latvia in the quarterfinals on Tuesday. Tuesday's going to be a fun day. 4 quarterfinals, 3 more games today to keep an eye on.
One thing to keep an eye on in this game, EJ, for the fans watching at home, the transition game of the Slovaks, something the U.S. has talked about. Talked to 3 different coaches on their staff, and each one of them talked about how quickly they can get up, beach up ice, and turn pucks over the neutral zone to get going north quickly. So they're similar to the Czechs in terms of the fact that they've got a big team, but they are faster than the Czechs and more similar to some of the competition the U.S. will see on the other side of the pool.
Puck kicks into the neutral zone. Slovaks will regroup. Moshko throws it ahead. It's caught up on the wall. Dump back in. Janka dumping that in, 9 in white. Hayes with a backhand flip out, got knocked down. Comes the Americans, it's Runzel. Off angle shot there, stopped by Urban. Looked like there was a little room on the short side there, Dave.
It's a great read by the shooter, because to me, if the goaltender is going to default into the RBH early, you might as well rip one on net, because when they do it, they're not squared up the way they would be if they were standing up on top of the crease. So we always tell forwards, if you start to see the goalie defaulting, you know it's time to put the puck on goal, because anything rebound-wise, more than likely is going to wind up in the slot.
Battle behind the net, comes up the wall. Comets, throws it down low. Behind the net, quick pass in front. Here's an opportunity, stopped by Augustine, and he holds on. Zapko with the shot from the left point.
A couple of nice workmanlike shifts by each team. Now the Slovaks go to work on the wall, and they want to race to the front of the net for that first opportunity. The U.S. breaks it up well, and then Augustine equal to the task on shot number 2 as he gobbles this one up nice and simple, gets his first good test, and each team gets to their game pretty quickly.
Dave, you made a great point earlier about the start for this game, because the Americans have played the 5 o'clock games, local time in Sweden. The Slovakians have played this noon slot, so far, not a bad start for Team USA.
The biggest test for a team, get to your game quickly, get to your identity quickly, and establish yourself in the first 5-10 minutes.
Shot through the net, knocked down in front. There's Adam Sikora, New York Ranger draft pick, 14 in white. There's a shot through traffic. Stop. Petrovsky threw it back to the point, loose in front. Here's a big shot deflected up out of play. And keep an eye on Petrovsky, leads the tournament in scoring. Coming into this one with the 5 goals and 8 points.
Sikora gets a little net front play, and Nazar with really good stick to make sure that wasn't a better opportunity for Sikora. Sikora is playing the American Hockey League with the Hartford Wolfpack, and he has really played well. High energy player, loves the pressure of the puck, creates a ton of turnovers. And for a 19-year-old, he is having a terrific season in the American League.
McGroarty brought it over the line. Puck kicked up in the air, low to high. Shot from the point through traffic. And Urban is able to grab it and get a face-off. You talk about Adam Sikora. I mean, for a 19-year-old kid, Dave, playing in the American League with the Hartford Wolfpack, the Ranger draft pick, 11 points in 25 games. That's a big ask.
When those younger kids turn pro, especially at the American League level, it's a whole different story. As you see, Zerback took that one.
Yeah.
Right in the armpit.
Yeah.
Went to the bench.
Stings.
Now Zerback plays at Michigan State. Teammates with Isaac Howard.
Yep.
In the Big Ten. But yeah, when you turn pro, the American League's a very frenetic league. So for a younger player trying to sort things out, when they have early success, much like Gulich did, or has been with Rochester, we just saw with the Czechs, pretty remarkable.
Here comes Cutter Gauthier. He fires one, knocked down, and cleared out to the neutral zone. Kicked back in. Zapka, Boris Zapka throws it up. Slovaks try to gain the zone. Puck knocked away. They have to regroup.
The one thing in watching the Slovaks, they don't regroup a ton in the neutral zone in terms of throwing pucks back to the D and starting again. If they can carry back quick and then turn off ice quickly, as we just alluded to, that's their preferred method after recoveries between the blue lines.
William fires one from up high, goes over the net. Puck kicks in front, goes right to Slovakia, and they come the other way. Puck chipped into the zone. William back on it. Banks into the referee there, is able to chip it out.
Does that count as a hit?
We'll have to check the stats after one. Here's Leonard with a shot. Fires wide, blocker side. Slovakia behind their own net. Moshko gets the puck back. Off the wall and out. Too far. Not going to get an icing here. Could have been played. Turnover now, and the Americans respond. Here comes Leonard again. Another shot. Goes up at that blocker side. Just goes wide. Turnover up high. Team USA trying to get some offensive zone time here. But squeezed off the play. Nice job by Franizak Day. Turnover the other way again. Another chance. Stopped in front. It was Gavin Hayes. The teams get acquainted there. Moshko and Finley exchange pleasantries. So we are scoreless early.
USA Hockey is teaching more than just a game. We're teaching kids about
teamwork, confidence, fitness, fun.
Because every kid deserves a chance to play, love, and excel. Visit USAHockey.com to learn more about the great youth hockey opportunities available for your child. Because dreaming big is one thing, getting the right start is everything.
To prove that there is such a thing as free money, we gave people a little sample of Ibotta.
Hi, could I interest you in a sample from Ibotta?
What's going on?
It's just money?
Ibotta is an app that gives you cash back every time you shop.
What is it?
It's money.
So I can just take this.
This is real.
This is insane.
What's the catch?
There's no catch. It's just cash.
Get cash back every time you shop with Ibotta.
Take a look at the last 4 meetings between the U.S. and Slovakia, and interesting results. There have been some tight games. Each team has won 2, and it's been some tough battles. And last year, Slovakia with a very strong performance in that 6-3 win. Off the draw, shot from point. Might have slipped by, loose in front, and knocked home! So quickly the Americans are on the board. It looks like it was McGroarty.
U.S. has been over 50% in every game they've played this tournament. Faceoffs have been a huge part of their offensive zone. There's another faceoff win. They get the goaltender swimming a little bit, and boy, did they ever hunt and pursue pucks here. 3 in the blue paint. I talked to Brett Larson before the game, and he said to me, this game's going to get 1 in the grease pan. And we talked about it in the open as well. There's a grease pan goal, an identity goal. There's Brett Larson in the red tie, the head coach at St. Cloud State. And he talked about how important it was going to be for the U.S. team to own the front of the net in front of the Slovak goaltender because of the rebounds, and there it pays off.
So a face-off win. They get the puck to the net, and then McGroarty makes a great play on the wraparound. Assists go to Moore and Chesley at 6:21, and Team USA off to an early start as they were against Team Czechia. We'll see if they can build on that lead. They get to their game early here. It's Casey up high. Work in the wall. Seamus Casey throws it to the front, bounces around, still in the crease, and then it comes back the other way. Adam Sikora was able to take it out of harm's way for Slovakia. Here's Casey again, watched by Sikora. Good back-checking job.
See why Sikora's been successful in the American League? Took that first puck and went right through to get up ice a little bit, get the puck out of traffic, and then he tracks back with the skill of a veteran to make a pretty good defensive play.
3rd World Junior Championships for Sikora. Here's Brindley as he tries to make a move down the right side. Throws a backhand pass into the slot, knocked away and out of the zone. Chesley will have to recover.
On the goal was scored on the glove side of the goalie on a wraparound, but it started with a stick side rebound. You and I talked earlier in the telecast about the propensity for rebounds and goals that got scored on the stick side in the exhibition game.
Here's Dvorsky now. He tries to throw it in front. Holding onto the puck. Comes back to the point. Shot through traffic. Deflected up over the cage. Shot from Zapka. Behind the net. It's Dvorsky again. Dalibor Dvorsky, St. Louis Blues draft pick. 10th overall. Another guy to keep an eye on today. Dvorsky playing for the Sudbury Wolves in the OHL. Here's Lane Hudson now up the ice. The BU sophomore fires it in. Slovakia trying to come the other way. Long pass ahead. Peter Repchik with an opportunity, knocked away. Fired back in by Samuel Hansik. First round pick of the Calgary Flames, 27 in white. Behind the net, Hansik tries to throw it in front. Doesn't get it there. Behind the net, the battle continues. Thrown back to the far corner. Slovaks on it. They go low to high. Moscow through traffic, and he scores! So the Slovaks answer back quickly with a shot from the point. Let's see if it was tipped, Dave.
Good walk of the line, and I think it went off the glove of Hudson in front. You saw the reaction of Hudson, but nice job to walk the line, get the puck to the net quick. There was a screen set up, so just really smart headsy play from the defenseman from Cornell University. And a big break for the Slovaks as they get this game tied. This is a kid who uses his feet extremely well, and he put that to work there. Instead of staying on the wall, which is 7 feet further from the net in an Olympic-sized rink, he got the puck back into a good track area where the angle is better, uses the screen in front, and gets a little lucky off the glove of Hudson.
So Moshko with the goal. Repchik will get the assist. And the Slovaks have tied it up 1-1. Good play by McGroarty on the steal. U.S. with a chance. Just fired wide. Good opportunity there for Gauthier.
This will be an unofficial stat, but the U.S. has to lead the tournament in puck recoveries just inside the blue line.
McGroarty with a shot. Stopped by Urban.
On that upper right wing side. They have been tremendous tracking back and keeping plays alive. They have been the best team in the tournament at extending offensive zone time. Yeah, they didn't miss by much there. No. And it's all secondary effort. And to me, McGroarty has flown under the radar in a couple of areas. One has been his puck movement. Two has been his puck recoveries. If you take a look at the assists that he's got in this tournament, the puck's on a stick for less than half a second. If you take a look at the majority of the passes he makes, the puck is on a stick, then off the stick. He's been excellent.
Puck into the neutral zone. U.S. trying to gain some traction. Comets tried to get it out. Puck bouncing around a lot. We've talked about it in the tournament. In this particular rink, the ice, as David Carl said, is firm, causing the puck to bounce a lot. And it also causes guys to lose their balance. You'll see guys falling more often than you might normally see. So we'll keep an eye on that as the game continues. Here's Hayes, throws it across. Team USA on the attack, moving through traffic. There's a shot, and he scores! There was contact in front of the net, but Zev Buyum is able to finish, and Team USA regains the lead.
Every time I watch this kid play, the name that keeps coming to my mind is Brian Leach. What a play. Now, I know that the Slovaks are going to ask for goalie interference here, but just look at the way that Buyum just works his way to the front of the net. And you know what? The Slovaks might have a case here. Tremendous stick-handed play by Buyum. Watch the U.S. go to the net. A little bit of a collision in front. There's contact made on the goaltender. But the poise that Buyum has to pull the string at the last second to get that shot on goal.
And there you can see the collision. Pashota, 3 and white, gets mixed up. The skates get mixed up with Hayes. Certainly it affected Urban. And you can see Zev Buyum
going to play for goaltender interference.
So they're going to take a look at this now. When you see that play, Dave, what's the first thing that comes to mind for you?
In terms of,
well, just, I mean, what do you see there? I mean, do you see the Hayes? Is Hayes causing that collision? Is it just an accidental skate clip between the two players?
Here's the thing. I do think that the officials have to be cognizant of just a player driving the net and any defensive contact that happens. So watch here again. There's the battle in front. There's a little bit of the tie-up. It's incidental contact with the stick a little bit high from the Slovak player to start with.
That would be a goal for me, because I don't like where the stick is, and I think it was incidental contact on the skate.
I just saw the skates caught. Yeah, no, I'm kind of with you here.
Watch the skates gets up here.
Lock up.
Yeah. But again,
now you have to make every attempt.
Level, a little different.
Yeah, you got to make every attempt to stop.
Yeah.
But in this scenario, there's no room to make any attempt to stop.
It's going to be an interesting call here, because again, for me, the mitigating factor is Pashota's stick is parallel to the ice as the skates clip. So you can see Ivan Fenish there, going to make his case. This is going to be a really interesting call. I think this is one of the tougher ones.
In the IIHF, coaches can challenge an offside. They can challenge a missed stoppage of play in the defensive zone that leads to a goal, and goalie interference. The officials cannot instigate a review for goalie interference, even if they see it on the review of the goal. So this coach's challenge obviously came from the bench, And we'll see what we got. I'm with you, though. I do think this is a goal.
Here come the referees. Number 20, Daniel Erickson. Number 11, Mark Pierce. And Mark Pierce will let us know.
After video review, the call on the ice stands. We have a good goal.
All right, there it is.
And EJ, to your point, the incidental contact between the skates was, to me, is the determining factor on why that stands.
Yeah, I really didn't I mean, again, you're looking for things there. I thought it was a tough call, but the stick being parallel, to me, makes it more difficult for the player to stop. As soon as I see that stick parallel, it's almost like a pull or a hook there. That, along with the skates clipping, creates the contact.
Absolutely. And you make the case that the player had no intent to go into the goaltender whatsoever. He was going to the front of the net, and because his skates were taken out, he had no chance to use his skates to stop himself from going into the goalie. I think it's a really well done review. It's a good call, but more importantly, what a tremendous play by Bouillon, draft eligible in 2024. Plays for David Carl at the University of Denver. And like I said, I watched this kid play, and the only thing I think of, and the only thing I see.
Penalty for delay of game. Okay, it was on the face.
And now we're getting a penalty because of the unsuccessful challenge, as we see that in the NHL as well. Same rule here. So you can see, headed over to the box is Adam Janka, Arizona draft pick. Ivan Fenish, not thrilled, as you would suspect. But now Team USA, this could be a real twist in this game. Power play opportunity here, Dave.
U.S. power play has been good. 19 minutes and 30 seconds of time. They got 4 goals on 17 shots. And their power play has been electric at times.
Puck just fired in Augustine. He clears it to the side with the glove for Lane Hudson. Battle along the wall. U.S. outnumbering the Slovaks there, as you would suspect in that situation. Long pass ahead now. Here's a chance right down the middle. Quick shot. McGroarty just couldn't get anything on it on the pass from Nazar.
U.S. on the power play would like to see if they can chance off the rush a little bit more, but they also know they got to get into the layers of the Slovaks, who kill a little bit like the Czechs do.
Here's a one-time opportunity by Gauthier, gloved off by Urban. Here's into the bumper, back up high. Hudson. Gauthier, back to Hudson. Gauthier looks through the middle, bangs around in front. Hudson, back past Gauthier, fakes, shoots, blocked, loose in front. It's in a pile there. McGroarty got one whack at it, couldn't get it through. Hudson has it at the point. Back to Gauthier. Takes a look to Hudson. Hudson with a shot off the glove of Urban. Puck loose in front and clear. Good opportunities there for the Americans. Here comes Bouillon now. Drops it off. Brindley now. Out of the slingshot. Over the blue line. Quick shot stopped by Urban. He lost the rebound. That was Perreault with the shot. 10 seconds left on the power play. Shot by Smith in front. They try to clear. Can't do it. Last seconds of the penalty. One more chance by Smith. Couldn't really get much on it. Smith has it. The puck deflects out to the neutral zone. So Slovakia avoids that. Now we're going to get another penalty on the Slovaks. 6 guys on the ice for the Americans right now. Augustine to the bench. Delayed penalty. Here's Smith. These are for Gauthier. Americans trying to get to their set. 6 on 5. Delayed penalty. They take a look. Shot. Stop. Goes to the side of the net. And now we get the whistle. So a penalty for Team Slovakia. The Americans back to the power play after this.
Plain chicken. Again?
Kiki Palmer?
Listen, Suze. HelloFresh makes eating better exciting.
Smells good.
'Cause it is good.
How long were you in the fridge?
A long, long time. Morning, Susan.
Kiki Palmer?
Breakfast? HelloFresh has free breakfast for life.
How long have you been here?
Just focus on the breakfast.
Go to HelloFresh.com and get free breakfast for life with every box.
We're Mizuho. Sound familiar? It should, because the Mizuho name means we never shy away from a challenge. We take on business only top-tier corporate and investment banks can do, and create bespoke solutions that work. That's how we win awards like IPO of the Year. So if you want a corporate and investment bank as a partner who still hustles like an underdog, now you know our name. Mizuho Americas. A name worth knowing.
So a tripping penalty there to Frontenac Day. And you can see it right there. Takes the skates out from under Gabe Perreault.
That's a good, it's funny too, because on first look, just as you watch it through, you thought it was accidental, but nice job by the officials to get that called. U.S. on that first unit, no snuggerud means no double threat of one-timers on opposite flanks. One of the adjustments U.S. has made.
Another face-off win for Team USA. Trying to get to their set. Sakura makes a good physical play along the wall. Slovakia is able to clear it. Gauthier back in. Up high, Gauthier going downhill there, decided not to shoot, spins it back. He's gonna switch with Hudson. Here's another opportunity to the net. Quick play, they just fire wide. McGrory just missed. Really good look in front. Puck comes back, a misplay out of the zone. Now a race for the puck. But Hudson does a good job getting there. Here comes Cutter Gauthier, Flyers draft puck. Puck kicks around, the Americans holding on to it. Gauthier, up high to Hudson. Puck bounces, and finally shoveled out of the zone by Slovakia. They gain possession again, puck over by the bench there. The Americans come away with it. Here's a chance on the back door, it goes to Isaac Howard. Had a goal in the last game and the overtime shootout winner. Behind the net, now comes back to Gauthier. Up high, Hudson, Gauthier. Looks, fires, stop. Nazar with it. Nazar in the battle there with Stribak. Behind the net. Repchek gets it and fires it down.
I'm not sure that Urban has held one rebound this entire game. The U.S. is just sitting on a gold mine in that grease pan in front of the net, and they should be hitting pay dirt as this game goes on if those rebounds keep bouncing out.
And Sakura is able to fire that puck down again, coming up on the final 10 seconds in the power play. Here comes Booyah, up to Leonard. Makes a move down the right side, puck off his stick. Luka Radivojevic, 11 and white down there. He's just 16 years of age. Penalty is over. We get a whistle for an offside, a little skirmish. 2-1, Team USA.
Hi, I'm Jason Alexander. Or as you probably know me, Royal Flusher 25 from WSOP. And you'll love these poker tips. In poker, the most important thing is experience, skill, and, of course, kissing the chips one at a time, naming them, arranging them by color, and wearing the same shirt for 10 games in a row without washing it.
What's that smell?
That is the smell of victory. And most importantly, if you love poker, play poker on the WSOP free-to-play app. Download now.
What's my safe flight story? I'm a photographer, and when I'm driving, I see inspiration right through my glass. So when my windshield cracked, it had to be fixed right. I scheduled with Safe Flight Auto Glass. Their experts replaced my windshield and recalibrated my car's advanced safety system. Safe Flight is the one I trust. They focus on safety, so I can focus on this view.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
Fans, get the very latest in Team USA and USA Hockey apparel at shopusahockey.com. There's something for all ages, from jerseys, hoodies, t-shirts, novelties, and more. Don't delay. Head to shopusahockey.com right now. There's Barry Trotz.
Barry Trotz, when he
GM
was
of
the
the
assistant coach of the Baltimore Skipjacks, actually taught me how to cook.
That was many years ago.
That was many years ago, yeah. On a road trip, staying at a residence inn. Long road trip, taught me how to cook.
So Team USA, they've been cooking so far, Dave. They're out shooting the Slovaks 15-4. Now, they've had 2 power plays, But they have been rolling so far this morning. Here's another shot stopped by Urban, and he again did not look like he knew where that rebound was.
His catch glove has been like a second blocker. Now, here's the thing. Talking about goalies giving up a lot of rebounds, the good news is if you're giving up rebounds, you're making first saves, so that's a good thing.
Here's a chance there by Finley. Fires it over the net.
But way too many pucks off his catch glove have wound up back in play as opposed to dying in the webbing, which is a key component to being successful at the next level.
Roman Kuchenberg fired that puck in. Kuchenberg's dad, same name, Roman, still plays, 43 years old. Playing in the second league in Slovakia. Puck kicking around the high slot. Bounces towards the front. Slovakia up high. Sturback throws it across, gets it back. Sturback walking through. Nice defensive play there by Fortescue, and then he throws it over the glass. And that will be a penalty for delay a game. Fortescue not happy. He made a great play to block that pass, and then as often is the case, sometimes just flip it out. Where do you think the glass height here? It seems a little lower.
Especially behind the net, it is definitely lower. It's something even the NHL teams had to make an adjustment to when they came over to play some of the exhibition games, and all Fortescue wanted to do was use the windshield, but that glass, I will tell you, is a whole lot lower than you'll see in most rinks in the NCAA. And now in the NCAA, that's not a penalty. That's a stoppage of play you can't change, but it's not a penalty.
Well, it's a penalty here in Slovakia. It's on the power play as they try to tie things up. Team USA has been perfect on the penalty kill thus far in the tournament.
15:45 shorthanded. They've allowed 15 shots, and they've kept the grade A's to a minimum.
All right, Slovakia gets to their set. Hanzik drops it back, goes back up high now. Through traffic, doesn't get to the net. Shot by Comets. Here's Meshar, back up high to Comets. Down low in the slot, bounces around. Finally, Hanzik comes away with it. 27 in white, back up high. Pack comes across, Meshar takes a look. Comets. Meshar throws it through, save in front, rebound, it bounces around. Augustine's able to glove it and get a whistle. And now we get a little battle in front with Hudson. Throwing Mishak to the ice.
You've always got to be your best penalty killer. Augustine was terrific in that little scrum in front of the net. Just before that, the U.S. showed a lot of poise with the two defensemen in front in terms of picking up sticks and not allowing good chances. This time, this was all mano-a-mano, and the Slovaks get 3 kicks at the can here, and Augustine, great with his legs to seal down low, and then gets the stick to cover up the rebound. Remember, on a penalty kill situation, you can't get afford as a defenseman to get locked up in front with a forward, or else it really becomes a 4-on-3 and a whole lot of room. So Augustine handled the net front really well with a good seal down low, and the defense were able to box out a moment before that to prevent a good chance.
And his dad was happy. That was his dad, Ken, cheering on his son. Good to see that, making the trip. Americans win that face-off again. They have been good in the circle in this tournament. And Slovakia has to go back. 50 seconds left on the power play. They go to the slingshot, comes across. Dancing into the zone. They pull up. Puck comes up high, now goes across. Prokarchik, his shot goes wide. Comes back up high. Sturback, Prokarchik throws one through, stopped by the pad of Augustine. Firm down low. Puck bounces around. The Americans grab it. Off the wall and out.
Augustine is really good sealing from the bottom up. And once again on display there, as it has been throughout this PK.
Repchik comes over the line. Here's Sikora. Adam Sikora throws it through. Repchik just lost that puck off his stick. Chance for a break the other way. Here comes Team USA to the net. Backhand stop. Oliver Moore was flying down the ice. Just couldn't finish. Moore on the puck again now. Penalty over. Leaves it up high. A spin back. Sikora again physical on the wall. Puck moved to the side by Pashota. And now They're going to get another penalty on Team USA as a player is down behind the net, and now we get a whistle.
Oh, was this a dumb penalty? My goodness. You're at the end of a period. You've had a great period. And you take an offensive zone penalty at the end that really wasn't all that necessary. That is just not a good penalty.
So Gavin Hayes to the box.
Team USA number 27 has been assessed a major penalty. The play is under review.
It was late. You know, we talk about finishing your hits. That was late. That wasn't through the body. It wasn't needed. That's just a bad penalty.
So they are going to review it now, as they do for a 5-minute major, as the Slovakian medical crew attends to Milan Pichota behind the net.
You get a good look at some of the support staff for Team USA. Stan Wong, Nick Meldrum in the front of your screen right there.
Not Stan Wong's first rodeo.
No, Stan's been around. He's a good man. He's been around a long time. I first met Stan when he was the medical trainer of the Washington Capitals back in the aforementioned days when I was with Baltimore and Coach Strotz.
So the referee's now continuing to look at the video. Pichota is up, but he's being helped off, and that was a nasty hit. And certainly our thoughts are with him. Hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Milan Pichota heads off. He is one of 3, by the way. He is one of 3 players on Slovakia that share the same birthday, which is the 3rd of January. So in a couple of days, he will turn 19. Hopefully he's going to be healthier than he is now, and you can see it does not look good. So Gavin Hayes in the box. And they are reviewing now to just double check on this. Sometimes they change a call. They like to look at it. I think it's one of the good rules. You have an opportunity to take a peek and see exactly what happened. Here's the video review they're looking at.
Keep your eye on 20. There'll be 27 in blue. That makes the hit. And we've got a decision.
Yep. And out of the box come the officials, and once again it'll be Mark Pierce.
After video review, USA number 27 has been assessed a major penalty for kneeing and a game misconduct.
So there it is. Gavin Hayes done for the day. And Slovakia will now have a 5-minute power play opportunity.
Yep, so for the Slovaks, it's all you can eat. And at this time, that's David Lassonde who just made that hand gesture. I'm not quite sure that warrants a game, but I can see the major because of the way that the hit was made.
And now you're going to have to think about, is there possible anything more than this?
Yeah, because this could go to supplementary. This could go to supplemental discipline. So that takes care of Hayes for the game. And on that line with Danny Nelson and Quinn Finley, that line has really established a nice identity as a line that can shut teams down, that can check, that can pressure. So the U.S. down to 11 forwards. They can always move a D up if they wanted. And Polkamp's a right shot, who's the 7th D. We'll see if they...
Maybe he would...
With the way he plays, he slides perfectly into that group with Nelson and Finley if they want.
So the Slovaks now on the power play, and you can see David Carl still talking to the officials.
David's not a guy that argues with officials a ton.
No.
And he's an insightful guy. He's got pretty good demeanor. So when he calls you over, it's generally a pretty good conversation from what a lot of my officiating buddies in the NCHC have told me over the years.
So 1:33 remaining here in period number 1. The Americans with the 2-1 lead on the goals by McGroarty and Buyum.
What the U.S. is going to try to do here, if they can win it back quick, Hudson on his off wing, right behind the net, blast out, kill the first 20 seconds.
Puck is a 50-50 puck. It bounces around and it's out. Here comes a break for Brindley. Goaltender comes out, and he jumped on that, and really very good play there by Irvon to not hesitate.
As advertised, really good with the puck.
And here's Hanzik, drops it back. Komets was pinned along the boards. Americans clear it, and out of the zone it comes.
The Americans had to change the way they killed penalties against the Czechs because of the one-timer threat from Kulich, who had come into that game with 15 one-timer opportunities on the power play.
Here's a chance to the net. The Slovak bounces around in front. And Augustine was able to get a stick on that, and the puck is cleared down. Good opportunity there for Team Slovakia. Here they come again now. Meshar throws it through. Herbeck throws it through traffic, stopped by Augustine. He'll hold on.
Well, against the Norwegians, Augustine was kind of an unheralded important part. And today, he has been huge for Team USA as the Slovaks had a good opportunity, create a mini 2-on-1, and the stick pad combo taking away the ability of the Slovak player to get across the front of the net, and a great aggressive push by Augustine to close the gap on the puck.
And that was Komets who made that play to the net. Really nice move to the net, but Augustine a little bit better on that particular one, so we stay 2-1. Under 30 seconds now left in the period. Slovakia on the 5-minute power play. Shot through traffic by Dvorsky goes off the pad. Comes back up high. Pekarczyk with a shot. Blocked. Dvorsky again. His shot short side. Kept out by Augustine. Back up high. One-time opportunity from the side of the cage. Under 5 seconds left in the period. Puck in the corner. Shot to the net, steered aside, and that'll do it for period number 1. So Team USA with the 2-1 lead, but they will start period number 2, killing the rest of this 5-minute major penalty. Let's get into our intermission crew, Billy Pito and Stu Grimson.
Okay, EJ, thank you very much. If they beat Slovakia, they clinch the top spot in Group B. You see the first period summary with Team USA up 2-1. Z Bouillon scored Team USA's second goal. He's now standing by with John Rosen.
Zeev, some adversity for this USA team after Gavin Hayes' penalty. What is the rallying cry right now for USA?
We're not really panicked or anything. We're going to kill it off for him. It's not much we can do. We just got to stick together and kill it off.
Gavin Hayes also made a really good play to get to the net on your goal. How did you read that, and just discuss the beautiful stick handling move that you made beforehand?
Yeah, I mean, he made a great pass in the neutral zone to me, and the guy was kind of flat-footed, and he pushed their D back to give me enough space to make a play. So a lot of credit to him for that. And
back at home, too, leading NCAA scorer amongst defensemen. What were the goals that you had set before your freshman season at Denver? And can you just tell us about how it's developed so far in a tremendous start to the year?
Yeah, I just want to get better every day. Obviously, David Carl has been an unbelievable coach for me over there at Denver. So all the guys over there are great, too. So for me, it's just getting better every day. And right now, it's just kind of flowing, but hopefully it keeps going.
Thank you. Best of luck rest of the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so Bouillon scored Team USA's second goal. He's draft eligible this spring. The game very well could turn on what happens here. Again, Gavin Hayes thrown out, 5-minute penalty, and for 3 minutes and change of this second period, Team USA is going to begin shorthanded.
Yeah, a big moment in this one, without question. I mean, kind of breaks down into two parts. You know, overall, you're looking to kind of replicate a lot of that game you played in the first period if you're Team USA, but you've really got to focus on that first 3 minutes plus that you're going to be shorthanded. So the good news is they've killed a part of that successfully already. You get a chance kind of going into the room to recenter, to refocus on that, both the penalty killers and the coaching staff. But the real key takeaway for me, Trey Augustine has done a fabulous job seeing a lot of power play type opportunity, penalty kill opportunity through traffic, and he's made some really big stops to this point. So it sets up well for the U.S. in spite of the fact that, yeah, you're killing the back half, the majority of a 5-minute major starting out the second period.
All right, Augustine was ill for the Team USA last game.
Right.
He's a Red Wings prospect, and as you mentioned, playing well so far. Big test for him and the Team USA D as they're going to be shorthanded here as we get you ready for period number 2. EJ Raddick and Dave Starman will be back with you after this with Team USA up 2-1 after 1. Thanks for watching, everybody.
know the answer. You studied for this. Come on. Timmy. Come on, Timmy. You got this, son. Pencil to paper. Focus. Come on, Timmy. Focus. Focus. Take the puck. There you go. Skate. Skate. Pass it. You call that a pass? What are you doing? You missed the puck. Come on.
Is HelloFresh worth the price? Absolutely. Cooking with HelloFresh helps save me time and money while juggling a busy schedule. All of the ingredients come pre-portioned for each recipe and delivered right to my door. Plus, I get to skip the grocery shopping and start cooking whenever it's convenient. Did I mention it's cheaper than takeout? Give yourself a break. Order HelloFresh and try it for yourself.
Go to HelloFresh.com to claim this offer.
Why pay over $100 a month for cable when it's half the cost for Fubo TV? Get all the channels you want, with all the entertainment you love, for the price that cable can't beat. Try free at FuboTV.com.
My dad's name was David. He always talked about getting life insurance, and now it's too late.
No one was expecting my husband Dave to suffer from a heart attack. We didn't have life insurance. We thought we had more time.
Don't be Dave, and don't wait until it's too late to get the life insurance coverage you need. And if you don't have enough insurance to cover funeral costs, credit card debt, and other expenses, your family is going to get stuck with the bill. Call now to get affordable life insurance.
Just call
800-310-2104.
If you're over 50, you can't be turned down for this insurance, regardless of your health. Plus, there's no medical exam, no health questions. Your rate will never go up. Your coverage will never go down. And rates start as low as $5 a week. Remember, don't be Dave. Call now.
Call now.
800-310-2104.
All the stars, all the skills, and all the sellers.
What's that suck? He wants to perform, especially in front of the home crowd.
NHL Network is all in for All-Star Weekend, live from Toronto, only on NHL Network.
Welcome back. Just want to let you know the best women's hockey players in the world are coming to the U.S. this April as Utica, New York hosts the 2024 IIHF Women's World Championship. And fans could get online, look for tickets for that. You can visit the 2024.womensworld.hockey for more information. It's going to be a great event. And also a big day in women's hockey tomorrow as the PWHL will kick off first game between the New York and Toronto franchises. So good luck to everybody at the PWHL, and make sure to check out the World's Women's Championships in Utica. That's coming up in a couple of months.
U.S. will start here shorthanded as the 5-minute major to Hayes continues. So buffet's still open for the Slovaks as they start here early. One thing that I've noticed over the years, that's it. If that's the last guy, that's the last guy that needs a wake-up call.
Yeah.
The way he's playing. But out of the gate, coming on the power play, when you start the power play on a period, it tends to be a little choppy early until you get your feet underneath you because you've been sitting around for 16 minutes.
So 3 minutes, 20 seconds and counting, 3:15 left in that power play. The major to Hayes. He got a game misconduct. Shot through traffic, puck bounces in the air, kicks up, and Brindley comes away with it for Team USA. Brindley to center, over the blue line, spins around with a shot, and he scores! Gavin Brindley puts it over the blocker under the bar. A shorthanded goal for Team USA just 29 seconds into period 2, and they take a 3-1 lead.
The green light on the U.S. PK has been flashing all tournament long, and what a great attack by Brindley as he walks Sturback and goes top shelf on Urban. A little Wolverine on Spartan Crime here as Brindley goes to the outside. What a shot! And once again, stick side is what the U.S. attacks. That's the susceptible part of Urban's game, as I've seen it through the film that I watched. But what a play by the U.S. to get the puck going north quick, and the Slovaks a little sleepy coming out of the gate.
5th goal of the tournament for Brindley. And you mentioned it, Dave. Coming out when there's a break, when a penalty is separated by the period, sometimes they are a little sleepy, and the U.S. comes out with a quick opportunity, and Gavin Brindley gives them a 2-goal lead. Slovakia is still on the power play, but the Americans come the other way again. Here's Finley, spins back. Finley throws it back into the neutral zone, then fires, it hits a body and comes back. Now we get an offside. So 1:06 into the period.
When I was talking with Brett Larson from St. Cloud State, the assistant coach here at Team USA earlier in the game, we were talking about the Brindley line as a whole. As you see, the great individual effort by Brindley to use his speed to go wide. He said, you got the BC line. They've been, as you know, they've been good. They've been talked about a lot. You got the big line up top, which has been a little bit altered today. Gauthier McGroarty and usually Stuggerud. Because that Nazar line with Howard and Brindley, they have been good. They're still a little under the radar, and if the tournament goes on, they're going to be a huge factor, and Brindley has been tremendous.
Puck goes to Augustine, he'll hold on. Hudson and Chesley got assists on that goal by Brindley. Roughly 2 minutes left on the power play chance here for Slovakia. Slovakia came into this game, Dave, with the best power play in the tournament. But those numbers will take a little bit of a hit today as they're 0 for 1 on the 2-minute penalty. And so far through the first almost 3 minutes, haven't been able to generate too much.
They're coming in 6 goals in 18 minutes. That's basically a goal every power play and a half, time-wise.
Borski throws it down low, puck in front, bangs around there. Augustine looking for it. The puck is still loose. Finally, he finds it and puts the big mitt on it.
It's such an underrated skill by goaltenders, what you just saw from Augustine, and that is the ability to have patience on a low seal with your goal pads. And he just basically invests and plants himself, keeps the pads relatively closed, and then goes to work trying to find the puck. If you're gonna critique anything, you want to try to get the stick into a paddle down there so you can make sure the 5-hole is covered and then use it to scoop up. But his stick got stuck in the skates. Excellent job with the legs.
Slovaks win the draw. Get to their set. Puck fired wide. Winds around the boards and out of the zone. Durbach leaves it for Dvorsky.
The leg patience of the elite level goalies at any level, it really is impressive to watch once they plant and start looking for pucks along the ice, being able to seal the goal line.
Puck battle along the wall. Cora lost an edge. Slovaks come up with the puck. There's a shot off the glass. Winds around and out of the zone. Coming up on a minute left on the 5-minute major to Gavin Hayes. Got a game misconduct, so the Americans are down now to 11 forwards with Snuggerud out. He is not playing today, ill. Hayes now out of the game via a game misconduct. Kometz, shot by Dvorsky, fires just wide. That one goes out of play.
U.S. has been pretty good up high in making sure that the points aren't as involved as they should be on this power play. Remember, that's how Slovaks got a goal, was with a point shot off a deflection. Augustine had that one lined up pretty well. U.S. has been good fronting up top, not running around. And once again, Augustine has really been their best penalty killer when it's broken down a little bit in front of them.
Off the draw, Slovakia wins it. Kometz throws it over to the wall. Bounces around, all the way around the other side. Americans keeping them outside, but here's Kometz. He gets it over across. Meshar with a shot. Fires it wide. Meshar. Down low. Krofsky to this front. Deflection there by Hansick, just went wide. Referees talking to the players on the ice. Good wall battle here, and that'll do it for the penalty. So the penalty to Hayes is over. Here's a shot through traffic. Nice block there. Great block by Brindley. Slow to get up. Gonna try to get to the bench.
One thing in all the years watching hockey I've noticed, if you have a 5-minute major you don't score, or you're up 5-on-3 and you don't score, you tend not to win a lot.
Yeah. I would agree with that. Anecdotally, it seems like over the years, you want to score in those situations. There was a goal, but it was for Team USA. Brindley scoring shorthanded. And there he is on the bench after blocking that shot. Let's take a look at this one, Dave.
Brindley's just done everything that has been asked in the role that he plays. Here he gets out in front of a shot quick. He gets wide. And for young players, take a look at what he did there. He closed the gap. Then he got sideways so he can get wide to be able to block the shot. Didn't leave his feet uncontrolled.
So Brindley is now leaving the bench. It looked like it got him maybe on the inside of the knee, and sometimes you get hit to nerve, and you can have that little bit of dead leg. So we're going to keep an eye on that, but he left the bench, and we'll let you know the Americans already down to 11 forwards. If he's out now, that'd be 10. Here's a pass across. Nice chance there by Leonard off the pass from Perot. Slovakia the other way. Dvorsky making a play to the net. Nice chance in front, and Augustine with a great pad stop. Terrific setup by Dvorsky. There's a chance to the net. Deflects wide. Augustine right on top of it. A great chance. Here the Slovaks again. They try to get to the net. It's in the feet of the defender and finally just throws into the corner. Puck out of the zone. There's Radovojevic back for it. As I mentioned earlier, just 16 years of age. His dad, Branko, played in the NHL for several years.
Pretty remarkable when you see an 07 have the success that he's had in this tournament.
To even play in it is one thing, but to have a couple of points and to have the trust of your coach, big time. Pass through. Nobody was home. Hudson gets it, spins back. Loses the puck. And that's Pashota, and it's good to see him back out there. Pashota was helped off on the hit to Hayes, and he is back out there. So when he left the ice, Dave, I did not think it looked that good, but great to see the young man back out there playing.
Maybe speculating a little bit of a Charlie horse just off the initial contact. Intermission.
Get some time. It was a nasty hit. Sometimes just gets shaken up. Young players, but good to see him back. Urban plays it off the wall. And that's good news for Hayes, because the fact that Pashota has come back into the game now, Dave, right?
Probably helps.
Would certainly mitigate against any supplemental discipline.
So we'll see what the U.S. does in terms of moving some lines around, because they are now two right wings down with Hayes out and Brindley in the room. So that's two right shots.
And Snuggerud not playing.
Right.
Three. Yeah. Chance in front. Another big stop by Augustine. Wow. What a save. Slovaks hold on. There's Kevins with a shot through traffic. Augustine wisely holds on. What an opportunity in front, and Augustine has been right on top of his game. U.S. leads it by 2.
Can a handyman fix my leaky faucet?
How much does it cost to have my HVAC checked?
How do I know I have mold?
What do water pipes break?
Home questions don't have to keep you up at night. Get peace of mind with Thumbtack. We'll connect you with local pros for any home project, from a small fix to a big remodel. See transparent prices, read verified reviews, and book with just a tap. Thumbtack, the easy way to care for your home.
Are your headlights cloudy and oxidized, making your car look bad? Are they underperforming when you need them most? Cerakote's Headlight Restoration Kit restores weathered headlights back to like new and keeps them that way for life. Stop wasting your time with solutions that don't last. Cerakote's kit includes everything you need to go from this to this. Simply wipe away oxidation, give them a light sanding, and apply the ceramic coating. That's it. The True Ceramic technology does the rest. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today.
There's Dvorsky. Had a couple of good opportunities, Dave.
He certainly has. And look at this stop by Augustine as he gets across the net nice and quickly. Good push. That's a little too open for my liking. As a little bit of a blown coverage in front of the net. A little confusion as to who had who on the initial rush.
And Roman Kuchenberg with that opportunity in front. But Augustine coming up big. Team USA now on the move. McGroarty, the captain, spins back. Goes low to high across to Hudson. Tries to dance in, can't do it. We're going to go the other way. It's Meshar. Meshar across the zone. Looks down low. Chance in front. Stopped again by Augustine, and he holds on. Another golden chance for Slovakia.
There's Gavin Brindley as he makes his way to the U.S. locker room.
That's not a good look.
No, and I'm guessing it's a quick examination and a big ice bag. This kid, if he can get back in this game, will do everything he can to. He is just an absolute competitor.
It seemed like where that puck hit him, you can see the top goal scorers right now out of action for USA.
Right, remember Snuggerud was out to start with, and then they've lost Brindley and Hayes along the way. So it's the two right wingers from the second and fourth lines that the U.S. is now going to have to juggle some lines with. Brindley is
back on the bench. Like I said, Dave, that puck looked like it hit him inside the knee, and sometimes when pucks hit you there, it's a nerve thing.
Oh, yeah,
your leg just kind of goes numb.
Yep.
So that's just, again, speculation on my part, but he's back on the bench, which is good news, and Troy Augustine in the crease has been lights out good. A number of good opportunities for Slovakia early here in the second.
Augustine has been great down low. They have really tested him along the ice, and he has been tremendous. As Coach Nightingale of Michigan State has told me on many occasions, MSU is where they are right now, a large part due to the goaltending Augustine has given them in the first half.
And the only puck that beat him today was a deflection off Lane Hudson's glove.
Now, speaking of Hudson, that's the third time Hudson tried to pull the string on someone and had his pocket picked.
Especially up 2 goals, Dave. Game management there might be a little wiser. Here's Smith now. Throws it back. There's another mismanaged puck, and Slovakia comes the other way. Kuchenberg down the corner. Sam Renzel gets it. Long pass ahead. Perreault couldn't play it, now gets it back. Gabe Perreault in front. Puck kicks around. You know, Gabe Perreault the other day, he had the big goal in the shootout that got overlooked. If he doesn't score on that last shot in the shootout, Czechs win.
Reminds me of Jeremy Brocco in 2017. Everybody remembers Troy Terry's performance, but it was Brocco's goal that kept that shootout going.
There's a 2-on-1. There's Perreault again. Behind the net, looking, wraps around, can't get it there. Great opportunity for the U.S. Some sloppy play on both sides right now. Brindley back on the ice. That's great to see. Puck through the neutral zone, turned over again. Dumped in. Samuel Hanzik dumps it in.
On a lot of these dump-ins, you notice that the U.S. defenseman, especially the weak side defenseman, is surfing back, and it's allowed them to get a lot more first touches on pucks to get out quicker.
Howard throws it across. Nobody home there. Long stretch ahead. Nice job getting back by Team USA to deny that long pass ahead. Slovakia, it's Sikora, moves it ahead. Now it's Meshar. Throws it through. Chance there. Blockered aside by Augustine. Puck loose. They try to get it back through. He does a nice job getting the pad over. Then Sikora can't jam it in from the side. Excellent job by Trey Augustine with the legs and the pads down low, Dave. You've said it a number of times, and he's just been brilliant low.
Biggest difference in this game between the two goalies. Augustine's basically held on to everything or kept it within 2 feet of him. Whereas Irvine throwing a few of them out there, which allowed the U.S. to get a couple of kicks at the can for more dangerous areas.
Puck bounces back into the D zone for the Team USA. Started up, Moore drops it off. There's Gauthier with a shot, whistles wide, out of the zone. Under 10 minutes left here, period number 2. Team USA with the 3-1 lead. And we thank you a lot for getting up early with us here for the early start here at the Eastern Time Zone, even earlier out west. We know if you're with us now, you're a hockey fan. So we love that. There's Ryan Chesley behind the net.
Either that or you're an insomniac, but
one or the other.
But we'll go with the first one.
Yeah, come on. There's Team USA with a chance. Leonard, puck comes right to Moore. He's back in. The shot is stopped with the pad of Irvine. He just tried to make a quick wiggle, but Irvine got the pad on it. Here comes Leonard now. Goes inside. Irvine plays it with his stick and out. To your point again, he likes to play the puck.
In that respect, he's been excellent. Yeah, he's had a good game, but stick handling part's been great.
There's Finley with another shot that is not really controlled, but he's not harmed on that one. Long pass ahead. Finley looking, throws it through, just can't get it all the way. Puck comes back the other way. Kuchenberg. He leaves it. Battling in the corner. Pekarchik throws it through to the point. Through traffic, it bounces just wide off a deflection. Puck turned over again. Slovakia low to high. Radavojevic throws it through traffic, stopped and gloved by Augustine. Brindley with the shorthanded goal. Team USA leads it 3-1.
It's time to stir up the conversation. Each week, we sift and search, debate and argue.
You just don't know what he's going to do.
But only the best gets labeled top shelf.
Loads it up, scores!
See how we rank the best of the week.
There it is!
And see if you agree.
Outstanding!
Not every play can make the cut, and only one can earn the top spot.
An amazing save.
Tune in every week for the results of Top Shelf on NHL Network.
NetCredit is here to say yes to a personal loan or line of credit, even when other lenders won't. Apply online in minutes and get funds deposited the next business day or sooner. Go to netcredit.com. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
USA Hockey's Try Hockey for Free Day is set for Saturday, February the 24th. To find a rink hosting a Try Hockey event near you, visit tryhockeyforfree.com and visit that site as often as you can because rinks are added on a regular basis. So good news there, February the 24th. Kind of a big day in USA Hockey history.
USA Hockey, or the United States, now leading the world in registered youth and adult players, has taken over the #1 spot in that situation, and a lot of credit due to the grassroots movement by USA Hockey to get young players to try the game on the boys and girls side.
Good stuff. You already mentioned Logan Cooley did that, and it worked out pretty good for him. He's in the NHL now.
Yeah, one of Sid's kids, Pittsburgh.
Yep, one of Sid's kids, but he's a big Ovechkin fan. Puck coming the other way.
Oh, I thought that was a secret.
No, not anymore. They battle in the corner. Comes into the slot. Oh boy, there was a chance there by Chesley. Just couldn't corral the puck. U.S. on the low cycle. Along the wall. Up high now. Nice job. Gauthier trying to get it through. Couldn't quite get it there. And now Repchik starts out. Just chips it into the neutral zone, but right there is Hudson on it. Hudson down the left side. Pulls up. Comes back. Hudson looks across. Oh, good stick there by Pashoga to stop that play. Here's a shot blocked. Really nice play by Hudson. I thought he had it set up. If it wasn't for the stick of Pachoka, that might be in the net.
Good play by Hudson. We had just talked about him getting his pocket picked a little bit in the last couple of opportunities. This time he takes the puck in a really safe area before he makes his play and makes a good one to the front of the net. Earlier on that shift, you saw Chesley with an opportunity, and the puck just bounced over his stick a little bit. When you talk about Chesley, Chesley's been compared a lot to Brock Faber in terms of just the way he plays the game. Now, Faber's taken his game to a whole different level in the NHL world. But with the way that they defend first, that defense first mentality, you can really see a little bit of Faber's game when he was at the University of Minnesota in Chesley's game.
And here we go behind the net. Teams exchanging some pleasantries. Ryan Leonard. There with Petrovsky, getting to know each other a little bit. Puck comes back.
So we talk about defensemen surfing back, defending forward. There's a good example of it with Fortescue. And a little bit of a follow-through after that.
Well, I can see why Fortescue wasn't happy, because like Messer got his leg a little bit.
Just politely kind of told him to step off it.
I mean, they're playing hard competitive hockey. That's what happens. But I can see why Fortescue was a little hot, but cooler heads prevailed. Watch number 10. That's what he said. Watch number 10.
Basically, Fortescue told him to, hey, you want to play the snap out of it. This is not where you want to go with this.
Oh, boy. And there is number 10, Messer. He gets the puck ahead. Picks up the drop pass. Taking a look. Shot stopped by Augustine. They pick at it in front. And now they're going to have to pull Sikora, who is the captain of the Slovaks. Now he's having a chat with Augustine. That's good. You like to see that.
I'm sorry about that, brother. Didn't mean to get in your kitchen here and upset the apple cart. But good job by Sikora to get in there. And obviously, Fortescue had a lot to do with those two guys getting a little bit calm and comfy. As Meshar with a good shot. And once again, puck on the goalie, in front of him, in rebound range. And no panic from Augustine to try to scramble and float around to try to find a puck. Good job.
Shot through traffic, just deflected wide of the net. Augustine, Michigan kid, Detroit Red Wing draft pick. Second rounder in 2023, so.
It's funny, somebody said to me, if he has a real good season, do you think he turns pro? And I'm like, you know what, he's a Michigan kid.
Yeah. Here's a chance to the net.
He's playing at Michigan State, and he's drafted by the Red Wings. He doesn't have to go anywhere.
That's right.
I mean, like, he's in a perfect spot to continue his development. And he's got Jared DeMichael as his goalie coach. So to me, you get D-Mike to be able to work with you on a day-to-day basis, you don't go anywhere.
There's Brindley, spins back. Puck kicks off his skate. Slovakia coming the other way. Kuchenberg got pushed off that play.
If there was a Norris Trophy to be awarded in this tournament for defensive play, Rinzel would be #1 on my list. This kid has been unbelievable at killing plays with his stick, his length, and his angles.
The big
Tremendous.
guy.
Oh, he's been so good. He's not pounding people, but he is stick through puck, sticks through hands, angles, surf, gap, close quick, kill plays. He has been really, really good.
Chicago Blackhawks pick. First rounder, 25th overall in 2022.
You can see why. I mean, this is a perfect shutdown guy moving forward, because his game, the way he plays it, will translate to the next level. No problem.
You can't teach 6'4" on defense, and with that kind of length and wingspan.
He makes safe, simple plays that matter. And to me, that's a huge compliment to a defenseman.
There's Hudson. He just backhands it down the wall. Puck kept in there by Chesley, throws it into the corner. Team USA now looking to create some offensive zone time. Here's Hudson creeping in. Shot just deflects to the sidewall. Knocked down the wall there by Gauthier. Now he'll go for a change. František Day. He flipped it over. There's a long high flipper all the way down into the feet, but knocked back out of the zone. Under 4:30 left here in period number 2. Chance out of the corner now. Puck to the net by Mishek. Didn't get through. Kometz with a shot, deflected off a stick into the corner. Brian Chesley comes right into your living room. Here's Kometz. Makes a quick pass to the front. Repchek tried to get it through, couldn't do it. Americans trying to get it out. They don't, and now they do. Long pass ahead, here's a break. 2-on-1. Oh, good diving defensive play there by Mishak coming back. Team USA with it still. Another block by the Slovaks. Another chance for the Americans. McGroarty couldn't get it off his stick. Loose in front. Some good stick checking there by the Slovaks, preventing the Americans from getting a chance. Puck in the corner, through to the front, knocked away.
And Mishak with that slide like a young Joel Quenneville.
Hey, Q. There's a long pass ahead. Knocked down, a chance for Perreault. Cross, and they just couldn't get it past Urban. Looked like Smith was in there and just couldn't get enough on it. So the U.S. with some good chances around the net. Try to extend the lead maybe to 3. Casey back. Slovaks in on the forecheck, trying to create trouble. Low to high. Shot through traffic, doesn't get there. Kept in. Mayshore winds and fires, stopped by Augustine. Here's another chance to net. It's loose in front, stopped, and then Augustine puts the glove on it as bodies go flying in front. Adam Sikora down, grabbing his face there. And we'll have to see how the referees sort this out. Take a break.
At FanDuel, we speak hockey. That's why we give you more ways to bet on the NHL. Whether you want to bet on a clapper to light the lamp, root for some winger to start racking up apples, or bet that the Tendy puts up the Great Wall of Pillows. This hockey season, FanDuel lets you bet on the boys any way you want. Bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
What's my safe flight story? I'm a photographer, and when I'm driving, I see inspiration right through my glass. So when my windshield cracked, it had to be fixed right. I scheduled with Safe Flight Auto Glass. Their experts replaced my windshield and recalibrated my car's advanced safety system. Safe Flight is the one I trust. They focus on safety, so I can focus on this view.
Safe Flight Repair, Safe Flight Replace.
So Fortescue in the box, shaking his head a little bit. And here's what happened in front. Stick rides up. I don't think he got him with his stick. Oh, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. He got the glove and the high end of the stick, and you can see the Slovakia fans. Hey, easy now.
What's the matter with you?
Snap out of it, Dave.
So Fortescue goes to the box, and
So
now
now
I wonder if they're looking for more, like whether or not it's 2 or 5.
Yeah, I mean, because he was down on the ice holding his face, and you can see here, they're looking at it. I don't know if he was cut on the play or not. Here it is again. Yeah, and that gets that glove up there.
The follow-through doesn't help his cause if they're looking for more, but there's the first contact, there's the follow-through,
I don't
stick
know.
is up. To me, it's a minor. It's a 2. Or it should be.
Yeah, I thought
according to the way the rule's written.
Yeah. But we will see.
After reviewing the play, the call is changed to a minor penalty for roughing.
So there it is.
So must have given him a major to start with. Okay.
Well, they give the major, I think, so they can review.
So they can
right?
review, exactly, yep.
And I think that I like that rule. It allows for the refs to have clarity, as you saw how quickly that happens. And I think they got it right there. So Fortescue in the box.
So another late penalty that the U.S. has taken here. Remember, they finished up period number 1 shorthanded. And they'll kill one late here. They see Steve Miller in front of the screen, the man who runs the U.S. penalty kill.
Slovakia wins the draw. Try to get to their set. Puck comes across. Petrovsky throws it through. Doesn't get all the way to the net. Keep an eye on Petrovsky. 5 goals in the tournament, 8 points. Leads the tournament in scoring. Bujem tries to clear, can't.
Where the U.S. has been really good, EJ, is not allowing the Czechs to have 4 going to the net. The Slovaks, because that's where they've been really good on the power plays, getting everybody to the front of the net off plays there.
Slovakia gets it over. Meshar looks, shot, score! So Philip Meshar, first-round pick of the Montreal Canadiens, fires that one through. We'll see if it hit anybody on the way to the net. But either way, Slovakia cuts the lead to 3-2 with a power play goal.
So the Slovaks do a pretty good job here going station to station. Remember we just talked about getting 4 to the net? Watch the weak side D starting to creep in. So there's 1, 2, here comes the third, and then you get the shot coming to the front of the net by Meshar, which might have sneaked off the inside of the skate of Chesley as Chesley tried to get wide and blocked the shot. Real nice work by Meshar. Rob Ramage, who is the player personnel director for the Canadiens, my old scouting buddy there, said to me, we are so glad we sent him back to junior. He has played really well there. The coach has really got that team going, and his development has been tremendous this season.
Yep, he plays in Kitchener in the OHL. He's had a couple of games in Laval in the American League, 2 games there. He actually had an assist, but 32 points in 20 games at Kitchener. Last 2 seasons in North America. Good young player.
He and Cole Caulfield can be fun to watch together as that develops moving along. But just good puck work, using space, a little overlap here, create some deception so we can get open. And then right through the wickets of Chesley.
A great shot.
As he disguises the puck a little bit.
So we got a 1-goal hockey game. Coming up on 2 minutes left in period number 2. Team USA back in the zone. Rinzel long pass ahead. Caught by McGroarty. He's stopped by Urban. He'll get a whistle.
David Carl told us before the game, he's told us before every game, that keeping the penalty minutes down is an important part of Team USA's success. And they take a late penalty and it costs him here as McGroarty with a good opportunity and a good stop by Urban, and hold on to this one for no second chance. And you see him proudly wearing the logo of his USHL team, the Sioux City Musketeers, where he's been good this year.
Offensive zone draw for the U.S. Smith out there against Repchik. Smith has been terrific in the circle. He doesn't win that one, though. Battle in the corner. Puck squirts free, up in the air. And now it's Leonard with it. Leonard to the point. Comes to Smith, back to Leonard, right in the middle. A shot, he scores! Ryan Leonard! A great give and go to the middle. And Ryan Leonard buries it. And the Americans respond and regain the 2-goal edge.
If the U.S. winds up winning this whole thing, keep this shift in mind. They just got scored on the power play. They make a great play here, and this is some pass from Smith to Leonard. So it's about response, right? It's about handling momentum swings and creating a response. And the U.S. response, since the goal got scored, has been really, really good. But this pass from Smith to Leonard is one for the ages. And that was tremendous. And with that wrist shot, Leonard's not going to miss from there.
So Ryan Leonard, second goal of the tournament. And you're right, he was not going to miss from there. I mean, he's on his forehand. I don't know what, if he hits a spot from there and it's in the net, and he did just that.
And Patrick Watt wouldn't have stopped that. That was just a laser beam.
There's another opportunity, gloved by Urban, and he holds on to that one. Finley with that drive.
But it's just been a great response since the power play goal by the Slovaks got scored. But what a pass. I mean, just what a pass. And Leonard goes high, glove side.
And give Leonard credit, he got to the spot. And that's that familiarity, right? That we talked about with that line with Perreault, with Leonard and Smith.
Leonard saved ice, gave himself a cushion to play with. Smith moved the puck at the right time, but just a pass by Smith.
And right to the forehand.
Wow.
Put him right in a great spot.
I mean, that's an NHL play, pure and simple.
So Smith, San Jose Sharks draft pick, 4th overall last year. And Ryan Leonard, Washington Capitals pick. There's another chance at McGroarty. He fires it into the open net. The captain strikes again, his second of the game. And 2 quick goals have the Americans up by 3.
U.S. with a great out here as they attack middle ice, grabbed the line with speed, and they just layered and kept coming. And McGroarty just went to the net on the weak side. McGroarty, all he was thinking about is if there's a rebound, I'm in the right spot. Great reaction by McGroarty to the goal, and a really nice play by the U.S. They get the puck up ice, through middle ice, where they had speed. They've got it layered on the strong side, and they've got net drive on the weak side. Really well done. Nice, simple hockey. That clicks.
Another terrific pass. I think that was Gauthier who fired that through. And put Rutger McGroarty in a great opportunity to bury it. So the Americans respond to giving up a power play goal with 2 quick ones, and they've got a 5-2 lead. Under a minute left here in period number 2. Turner over up high, and U.S. on the move again. Finley jumping in. Takes the puck off the back wall. Throws it in front. Knocked right back to him. Up high. They go D to D. Here's Hudson walking in. Pulls it. Shoots. Blocked. Nice play there and cleared out. 25 seconds left in the period. U.S. fires in. Big hit by the bench there. Finley was taken in hard. U.S. with the puck. 15 seconds. It's Hudson spinning back to the middle. Throws it across. Fake. Shot. Knocked down in front. Puck kicks around in the slot. They try to clear, and they do. All the way down. Stopped by the goaltender, and that'll do it for period number 2. And a very eventful period and an eventful finish for Team USA. So the Americans go to the locker room with a 3-goal lead. Let's get into our intermission guys. Billy Pito and Stu Grimson.
Okay, EJ, thank you very much. Great.
Players eligible for this June's NHL draft will face off in the Chipotle All-American game on Monday, January the 15th at USA Hockey Arena in the Detroit suburb of Plymouth, Michigan. Opening face-off is 4 o'clock, and tickets are on sale by visiting usahockeyarena.com or in person at the box office. Don't miss this unique chance to see the future stars of the NHL January the 15th at USA Hockey Arena in Plymouth. And we'll have that game for you right here on the NHL Network. Dave Starman in the process of making his flight now. Be out there and looking forward to that one.
If I get there, I'll take you to Andy Amos.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's
I appreciate
great spot
that.
in that area.
I appreciate that. There's Trey Augustine. He has just been lights out good in this game. I mean, Slovakia had 20 shots in the second period. And to give you a little context there, our researcher Kyle O'Sullivan gave me a great note. Said in the NHL, the highest shot total this year in a period was 25. That only happened 3 times. So for Slovakia to put 20 shots on the net, only 1 got by Trey Augustine, who has been fantastic in this game, coming back from about maybe a little flu.
To follow up that point, they've got 6 of them from within 5 feet of the net.
Yep.
And he's stopped all 6. And that's what we talked about with good rebound control and good lower seal. That's been a big part of it.
So Team USA looking to come out of the zone. And they get a 2-on-1 right here. Chance to the net. Good job on the back. Back check there by Komet. Really did a nice job getting back and helping out. Here comes Slovakia the other way now. Pekarczyk down low. The puck comes up the wall. Chip across. Down to the boards and back behind the net. Good job by the Americans keeping them to the outside. Back up high. Japka across. Puck is lost. Brindley trying to make a play there. Kind of lost an edge. He'll go to the bench. Boris Zapka picks it up, fires it up the ice. Deflected all the way down. Fortescue. Long pass ahead. Here come the Americans with speed. Gauthier trying to get to the middle. Can't do it. Puck chipped around, bouncing. Then thrown through traffic down low. Another chance there, fired wide. Gauthier ripping that one. Casey throws it back behind the net. Czechs try to clear, can't do it. Moore was there, but now they take off the other way. It's Mishak. He got it ahead to Hanzik. Goes down below the goal line and up high and kicks out where the Americans will start the other way. McGrory will just flip it in and change. Rutger McGrory with a pair of goals today. Scored the first goal and he scored the 5th goal late in period number 2 to give the U.S. the 3-goal cushion. Smith goes across. Perot loses and Slovakia comes the other way. Sikora backhand dump. Meshar goes in hard with Buyuk. Rinzel up the wall. Puck comes out but cleared back in. Slovakians have to get back on side. Here's Rinzel up to center. Over the blue line. Behind the net.
I love when defensemen take their ice. You see space, take your ice, get some speed, make a better play as you're starting to move up the ice. But when guys can attack the next layer with good speed, it makes a lot happen.
There's a shot blockered away by Jonka. Rinzel, he's got a big stride.
He does, got a nice long stride as you see Brindley go to the net with another opportunity. That line has had some headline-grabbing plays through the tournament. Today, they've just been pretty good off the puck. Brindley's had some great chances. He's kind of been the name that you've heard more of the three, along with his line mates, Howard and Nazar, but that line away from the puck's pretty steady.
Another shot that deflects over the glass. U.S. playing short today. Jimmy Snuggerud ill, could not go today, and then Gavin Hayes was issued a game misconduct late in period number 1. So playing down to 11 forwards now. Brindley got nicked up a little bit earlier, blocking a shot, but fortunately he was able to quickly return to action.
You know, it's interesting. If you're just tuning in, you see 5-2, you say to yourself, okay, so the U.S. is probably rolling, blowing them out, that kind of thing. The Slovaks have had some really, really good chances on goal, and Trey Augustine, in our opinion, has been a bigger factor in this game as anybody.
Completely agree. He's there was some couple of power play opportunities. The 5-minute power play that went from the first to the second. There's a shot deflected wide, and he really stood tall, particularly in the second period when there was some loose play in front of him. And as you pointed out, Dave, really good low in fighting off the Czechs who were right on top of the crease battling for pucks.
Yeah, one of the biggest keys for a goal is, can you seal from the ice up? And I think it's something that he does really well.
Here come the Americans again. Shot off the left side, glove down by Urban. Take another look at that one.
As Finley gets a good opportunity to use his speed and come in. He's had a couple of real good looks through this tournament. Finley from the University of Wisconsin. Interesting.
David Carl talked about him today, do you?
No, I haven't said much about him, but what's interesting is they just had a big college hockey tournament in Wisconsin. And Mike Hastings, head coach of Wisconsin, was the head coach of the 2019 team. And 2 of his assistants were at the same tournament as head coaches of their team, Jerry Keefe, Northeastern, and Scott Sandlin from Minnesota Duluth. So a little 2019 staff reunion.
A chance by McGrory, stopped in front, rebound, kicks around, comes up the wall. Casey, he's knocked down. Moore spins back, looks to the front. Sprayback is there. Here comes Mishak the other way, throws it through. Good stick by Fortescue to stop that play.
Another great read of the rush, tight gap, good serve from the back defenseman, good sticks. It's been a really fundamental game for the U.S. defense. Very just methodical, efficient, smart, fundamental.
Turnover up high, and here come the Americans 2-on-2. Gauthier driving wide, gets it to McGrory with a hat trick! And the captain buries it! Throw your hats! 6-2, Team USA!
All starts with good defense in your own end. You defend hard, good things happen. And here comes Gauthier. Takes his eyes wide, and are you kidding with this pass? That's unbelievable. He looks like a foot-taller version of Johnny Gaudreau doing that. When Johnny Gaudreau was at BC, holy smokes. And McGroarty gets the goaltender into that default to the RHV. Once again, knows he's not squared. He's got room above the far shoulder. What a play. Great defending. Good up. Nice play by Gauthier as he goes in. Tremendous. And McGroarty, once again, keeps the puck on his stick for a millisecond before making an impact play.
And Rutger McGroarty, who gets the hat trick today, second hat trick of the tournament for the U.S. Snuggerud had a hat trick against Switzerland in their second game of the preliminary round. But, you know, Dave, this is a guy that they didn't even know if he was going to play in this tournament. He was severely injured in a game, Michigan against Penn State in Michigan in mid-November. And he didn't play. Didn't even play in the pre-tournament games.
He was good during the training camp, like he participated in a non-contact jersey, so he skated the entire camp. I was good in camp, and just got stronger as he went.
Another shot from the side. Augustine just continues to close things off. He made a couple of good saves in that sequence. He's just been perfect today.
Solid, good on the posts, calm.
He got beat by a deflection, and he got beat by a really good shot through a screen. And that was it so far. There's another shot. He's going to eat that one up. The captain.
When it comes to scoring, the Big Ten kids are having quite the tournament. What a shot. What a pass, what a shot. Hat trick for Snuggerud, University of Minnesota. Hat trick for McGroarty, University of Michigan. Brindley's had a couple of two-goal games.
Parents, I guess they've seen it before. I don't know. I'd be a little happier.
And you know those coaches' kids.
Jimmy and Cindy there. Rutger, Winnipeg Jet draft pick. There's a shot by Chesley through traffic, goes wide. Another shot, one-timer. Stopped there. This is Isaac Howard. Or Ike, as they call him in the room. Here he is again with another shot. He scores! I like Ike! 7-2.
And the U.S. continues to pound the stick side of the young Slovakian goaltender. They get themselves another one. They win a wall battle. They keep a puck in, extend offensive zone time. Quick release, use the D as a screen. That's a big-time shot. Like that is good stuff. Quick release, use the D as a screen, top shelf. That's a hard stop for any goalie to make. And Howard with a big one. So when the Michigan kids get going for goals, the Spartan decides it's time to keep them afloat as well. And the U.S. firmly in control of this one.
And that's Isaac Howard's fourth goal of the tournament. You can see that Samuel Urban is on the bench. Radoslav Elias is now in goal. He plays in the Finnish Junior League. So Elias has replaced Urban. There's a chance in front. Oh, he had to make a big stop. Barely get his mask on. And he has a chance there for McGroarty, and he denies them. That would have been the fourth for Rutger. So the U.S. on the attack again. Slovakians rattled, I think, over these last two goals in the third and the early goal, or in the second, and the early goals here in the third.
Remember Trent Frederick with a 4-goal game against the Czechs at Buffalo a few years back in a January 2nd semifinal game. I think it's been done since, but I just can't remember by who. Might have been Chaz Lucius. Lucius might have had a 4-goal game since then.
So it has to, we should restate that, like, Slovakia did not play their starter in this game. The starting goalie, Adam Gajan, who was the goalie of the tournament last year, was 3-0 this year with a .934 save percentage. We're not sure if it was coach's decision, if Gajan was dealing with any illness, but he did not even dress today. But certainly when he's in there, they're a little bit of a different group. But it's been a struggle today, and Team USA has taken full advantage.
It would have been great to see Guyon play. He's committed to the University of Minnesota Duluth, and they are really excited about getting him up there. Guyon is a kid who, and I'm sure we'll see him as the tournament goes on, Slovakia advances, he'll remind you a lot of Charlie Lindgren. Same kind of player. The catches differently, but same, tall, athletic, lanky, always seems like he's got an arm or a leg in front of a puck somehow. Really enjoy the way he plays.
And Lindgren now playing with the Washington Capitals, originally signed by the Montreal Canadiens. I think you had something to do with that.
A little bit. Charlie had a lot to do with it.
Yeah. Well, you were working for Montreal at the time, and we're looking at college kids. So we got to give you a little credit.
Well, him leaking to me he grew up a Canadiens fan helped.
There you go. Let's take a break. 7-2 USA.
Is your car's plastic trim faded and milky? Don't worry. Cerakote's ceramic trim coat restores oxidized trim effortlessly. Just wipe it on. It's guaranteed for 200 washes. Even dust won't stick to it. Keep your car looking professional. Selling your oxidized, faded trim car? Detailed cars sell for way more than faded cars. Read the thousands of 5-star reviews for yourself. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today.
Hi, I'm Jason Alexander. Or as you probably know me, Royal Flusher 25 from WSOP. And you'll love these poker tips. Avoid making ego-based decisions. Like you should fold, but you just can't let someone like Ian win. Look at him. Always bragging about his precious infinity pool. You just can't help but going all in. Full house.
I peed in your pool!
If you love poker, play poker on the WSOP free-to-play app. Download now.
So Samuel Urban is out, gave up the 7 goals, and it's tough. It's you played that position, Dave.
Well.
I played it a little bit when I was younger. Again, I was really not well, but it's got to be a tough spot. You're when they score a goal, the light comes on, a lot of pressure, but Team USA has had a lot of good shots. You think of these last several plays. I mean, I don't know if he was going to stop any of those.
They have had some big time looks at the net and converted on. This is some high-end future NHL stars, not just future NHL players.
Yeah.
Future NHL stars with some really good looks at the net that have converted.
I mean, Isaac Howard, the puck just was off his stick in a flash. The McGroarty, the last 2 goals he scored, I don't know if there was anything you were going to do about those. Certainly Ryan Leonard coming 15 feet out on his forehand. But nonetheless, Urban on the bench, Elias in facing a 3-on-1, drag and pull the net. They just couldn't get it through. Smith to Perreault. Another good opportunity. Puck rolls off the stick there. Here's Hunzik with a shot deflected up into the netting. Nice play by Hudson to get the stick on that.
Renzel with a little bit of a fumble, but he recovered well enough. And what a pass by Smith to try to set another one up. Really unselfish, using his speed. Best way to create time and space is change speed and change directions. And Smith does both. So he gets the D to do a flyby, and then he tried to set up his buddy Perreault, who just missed.
And Marian Moshko was sliding out of the play on that. You had a little note on Moshko, I believe, earlier.
Moshko
Get it in?
Yeah, Ben Sire, their assistant coach at Cornell, said to me he is an industrial, or he's a labor, hold on, an industrial relations major at Cornell. You know who else was? Gary Bettman and Rob Manfred. It's pretty good company.
So perhaps the young Slovakian will be a commissioner of a sports league somewhere in the world down the road. Right now he's worried about playing defense on a tough night, or tough afternoon for Slovakia as Elias gloves that one down.
Apparently with that major coming out of Cornell, one thing he's going to do is make a lot of money. That's for darn sure. They really like him at Cornell. And Augustine with a stop here. David Lassonde is the head coach of the National Team Development Program. He said to Trey Augustine coming into this year, don't let the games that got away from you define you. In reference to the Sweden bronze medal game last year when Augustine had a tough game. He said, go get the color medal that you don't have, meaning gold. And it was a really good talk between the two of them. David Lassonde has been such an influence over so many great young American goaltenders, Augustine being one of them.
And even though the score is 7-2, again, to reiterate, if you're just tuning in, Trey Augustine has made a number of big-time saves. We had 19 saves in period number 2. The game was 3-2 at one point in the second period, and the only reason it was is because Trey Augustine was just that good. Brindley throws one towards the net. Slovaks get it, try to get it out. Brindley on it again. Tries to dart through, almost gets there. There's a big shot from the point. It bounces up and in! Off Eliash and into the cage.
The Slovaks are just shell-shocked. I mean, it is unreal. And no conga line for the U.S. by the bench here. It's a good job by them to just kind of act like they've been there before. Class, just a shot from the point. From, I believe it was Polkamp who let it rip.
I think that's going to be Brindley's goal, though, because I don't think that puck crossed all the way over the goal line.
See, hits the shoulder. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's going to be close. Let's say another look. Polkamp with the shot. Close.
Looked into me.
Yeah, it's close.
Listen, I'm a big believer in giving defensemen any goals you can, so my personal feeling is Polkamp should get it. And it looks like the Slovaks have called timeout just to catch their breath and regroup. But this is not the game that they wanted to go into the medal round with.
So we'll take another look at it here as the puck just came back. Polkamp rips it. It hits the posts.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's in. We'll give him that one.
Boy from Brainerd with another one.
Now this will be the definitive or close to the definitive look. Off the pipe. Yeah, I'd say that's so close. Oh, here's another good look.
See, that one you can't tell.
I'll tell you, that one I'd say it's Brindley's because the puck looked like it was over the line still. It's close.
And the funniest thing is if you ask Brindley, he'll say give it a Polkamp.
Yeah, I would think so.
Having a great season at Bemidji State University for Tom Serratori and the CCHA, the new CCHA, and having a very good tournament for the U.S., and he was really good against the Czechs in expanded minutes.
Here's a break-in now down the left side. A chance there, stopped by Eliash. Good opportunity by Isaac Howard looking for his second. Behind the net, the Americans, they're not taking their foot off the gas in this one. Puck to the front of the net, knocked down. I'll tell you, Dave, this is not what I expected this morning. I mean, full marks to Team USA as they get another gift turnover there. Nazar along the wall. But the Slovaks, they just look just shocked right now by what has unfolded. Puck goes behind the net. Bouillon gets it ahead. Here's Polkamp. Dumps it in. And heads to the bench. And now we're going to get a whistle and a penalty. It's like a high sticking penalty. So we'll sort it out after the break. Team USA.
Hey Utica. Hey Utica. Hey Utica. Hey Utica. Come see the best players in the world at the Adirondack Bank Center, April 3rd through 14th. Don't miss your chance to see reigning world champion Team USA defend its gold medal against the best teams from around the world. Get your tickets by visiting EmpireStateTix.com or by calling 315-790-9070. The 2024 Women's World Championship. You don't want to miss it.
You done yet? It's 2 a.m. Why are you still scrolling through videos? You're not paying me overtime here. If you really want to see something new, why not change those shades that have been broken for the past 2 years? Let's tap the Thumbtack app, and in a matter of seconds, we'll find a pro to install new shades.
Okay.
With Thumbtack, you can easily find top-rated professionals for every home project.
Thumbtack, the easy way to care for your home.
So in the box, Juraj Pekarczyk, and it's a high sticking penalty here. Let's watch. Whoop. There it is. When the stick comes back down on the back of Polkamp. So Team USA to the power play.
See if they keep it with the first couple of units steady, or if they work the third unit into this. And that third unit's been good. They've got a couple power play goals in this tournament.
McGroarty gets it back up high. Gauthier taking a look. Back to Hudson, back to Gauthier. His shot might have hit the pipe. Puck goes behind the net. Gauthier, known as a shooter, boy, he's been a good passer in this tournament.
I got a cool story for you on a whistle about Gauthier in that off-wing spot. Okay. Really neat story.
Here's Hudson, sauces it through. Howard pulls it back. Howard throws it through. Gauthier with a shot, fought off by Elias. Gauthier now walking in, looks, his shot stopped, bang loose in front, and Gauthier bangs it home. Cutter Gauthier on the board, and it's 9-2.
U.S. moving the puck around. Nazar setting himself as a jam play option. Good shot to the front of the net. U.S. with another retrieval, which has been a good staple for them. And Gauthier sizes it up. And on a loose puck, love the fact that he followed his play to the net. Kids, this is your teaching point right here. He took a shot, and then he drove the net to see if there was anything that he can do on a rebound. Here's the shot. You watch him keep going. And he bangs in his rebound, or bangs in a rebound off a shot that he originally created. So instead of standing and watching and being impressed by his own first play, he keeps his feet moving, he goes to the net hard, and he picks up his own change. There's that old expression, go where the goal's on, and that's exactly what Gauthier did as he heads to the grease pan for a goal.
And for Gauthier, that's his first of the tournament, and like, you know, in a 9-2 game, you think, well, it's 9-2, right? But I mean, for a guy who scores goals, it's important for him to get one and feel good about that. So we'll see if he gets going as the tournament unfolds. We get ready for the quarterfinals on Tuesday.
No goal scorer ever wants to look at a roster and see a big bagel next to his name under the G.
Exactly right. Smith coming down the middle, puck knocked away. You know, on that goal too, Dave, I really like what Nazar did. He got down on one knee, kind of was able to get that puck back through as Augustine holds on to that one.
So I'm sitting with Nick Four at the National Team Development Program office during the tournament. We're talking about Gauthier and Cooley.
Yeah.
Because both of them played that role in the power play when they both played at the program. So he showed me a power play. And they were talking about a pre-scout and about attacking to the inside. So Cooley's out there, gets a pass, shoots a couple times, gets it blocked. And Nick Forrest talking about, hey, they want to attack to the inside off that play. So Gauthier gets out there on the next shift, gets one, takes one step to the inside, scores, comes back to the bench and looks at Nick Forrest and says, just like that, Coach, right?
Gauthier, 5th overall pick of the 2022 draft. The Philadelphia Flyers, who are having a terrific first half of the season. Gauthier at Boston College right now in his second year. Maybe next year, turns up in Philly. Here's another chance. And off the pipe and out of play. Good look there for Finley. Shakes his head.
Yeah, now you've kind of got into the glorified scrimmage portion of the game. But remember, this game was 3-2 late in the second period off a power play goal by the Slovaks. And at the time, we brought up the point that Augustine had been a big factor in the game to that point and not letting it fall apart. And the Slovaks are getting a couple of good looks in front of the net, jamming away, and Augustine is sealing low ice and being real good about it. Then the game turned around shortly after that.
There's a shot that's deflected up into the netting.
So the Slovaks will be headed to more than likely second place. Can they get caught by the Czechs if the Czechs win?
No.
So the Czechs are established in third.
Yeah.
Slovaks are in second.
So if things play out the way we think they will today,
they get the Finns.
They will likely play Finland in a 2-3 crossover matchup, and Team USA would most likely play Latvia. But there's games that need to be played today, and we're looking at it. We're thinking that Sweden, who hasn't given up a goal yet in the tournament, will beat Finland. But they're hated rivals, so you never know.
That's a
and
good
then
point.
we're thinking that Canada will beat Germany. So we shall see. Those games to come later today. Chance in the slot, and bang! It's Howard again! Isaac Howard lets it rip. And it's 10-2.
All starts once again with a U.S. out through the middle of the ice. Folks, that's just beautiful hockey. It really is. A little chip to space, create a race, get it back, deliver it to the net quick, no dusting. It's just fun to watch.
Yeah. And Frank Nazar with another great pass.
You know, Brett Larson talked about this line before the game, David Carl a little bit, that this line is one of those lines that, even though it's made some headlines, flies under the radar a little bit as compared to the BC line and the big veteran line up top, and they have earned their stripes today.
So 7 goals in the last 14 minutes of game time for Team USA. Once upon a time, late in the second period, it was 3-2. But 7 consecutive goals. And the Americans have blown this one wide open. And they lead it by 8. There's Isaac Howard, who has a pair of goals today. 5 now in the tournament. David Carl, take it easy, coach.
Early on in the game, you and I were discussing a little bit of puck management, talking about some pucks going to the middle of the ice. One thing that David Carl likes his Denver Pioneers team to do is
another chance in front.
Come up through the middle and get pucks in the middle where sometimes there's not a lot of coverage coming out of the defensive zone, and it's part of the stamp that he's wanted to put on this team, and you'll see more of it as they go along for sure. And games like this are one of those games where you can work out a lot of those kinks in terms of being able to flood 3 lanes coming out of your zone with good puck support.
Zaborski now throws that one behind the net. Chance in front got knocked away, and the Americans just clear it out. Played at the wall by Slovakia.
I'll tell you what, the Slovaks they got some issues going to the next round now. They were a favorite to do something in this tournament. People are talking about, hey, this is a Slovak team that might be able to win this whole thing.
Exactly.
And they got enough talent to do so.
This is a shocker.
I mean, this is the kick in the shorts of all time for a good team. I'd love to hear how Stu Grimson in our studio, from his NHL perspective, analyzes what the Slovaks need to do next to regroup from a loss like this, just through his perspective of having played at the highest level. Because it's one thing to lose, it's another thing to get your doors blown off. And yes, Guyan not playing is a part of this, but I mean, they have totally bailed.
The Pepsi Zero Sugar NHL Goalie Challenge is free and easy to play. Every week, all season long, pick 3 teams and earn points based on teams' goalie performances. You could win NHL game tickets and other great prizes. Play at nhl.com/Pepsi Goalie Challenge.
Your vehicle takes a beating from the environment. Keep your vehicle looking better than new with Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Paint Sealant. Now you can seal and protect your paint with unbelievable gloss, shine, and slickness in less than 30 minutes. Look at the difference with Cerakote's true hydrophobic ceramic technology. The level of gloss and slickness is unbelievable. Everything just slides right off. Simply spray it on and lightly buff it with the included microfiber towels. Buy any of Cerakote's #1 selling ceramic products for under $20 at these leading retailers today.
All right, Sheila. Are you throwing a dress like a dad party, a birthday brunch, or a vow renewal for your dogs?
Yes!
Whoa! The right drinks delivered for any party. Drizzly.
What's it gonna be?
The broadcast of this game is authorized by USA Hockey. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of any image, sound, account, or description of this game without the express written consent of USA Hockey and the International Ice Hockey Federation is strictly prohibited. One thing that hasn't been prohibited in the last 20 minutes of game action has been goals by the U.S. Because they have been rolling. It was 3-2 late in the second period. And the Americans have just rattled off 7 straight goals to take us just a shocking 10-2 lead over a Slovakia team that came into this game undefeated in the pool and figured to really challenge to medal here. Nice play by Lindell. Starts the Americans the other way. Pass across. Puck jumps off the stick and behind the net. Slovakia has a number of players, 3 World Junior tournaments. But this has not looked pretty over the last period or so. Shot kicked up in the air and then just chipped out of the zone.
And you can't blame this one all on the goalie. I mean, like, they came apart in front of him.
Yeah.
Just as much as the goaltender.
Absolutely.
As well.
When I look back on the goals that have been scored, I can't think of too many that I would say, boy, he should have had that one. And then you really can't blame Elias, who comes in cold, hasn't played in the tournament at all. So,
and he's got to go play a team that's going to wind up on NHL All-Star team rosters within 3 years.
Yeah. Back behind the net. Off his stick, and that's kind of been the way it's gone for them today. Just loses an edge, and all of a sudden the Americans on the attack again. Shot by Petrovsky, gets deflected, comes towards the net. There's a good opportunity in front, but guess what? Trey Augustine is there again. Beshar was right there. Trey Augustine just shut him down.
Love to see the goalie stay focused in a game that's a blowout where he hasn't really gotten a lot of action since the middle part of the second period. He comes up with a big-time stop here.
I just love his positioning there. I love his head positioning. He was just in a great spot to eat that up.
His head trajectory is really good. Follows the puck, chin on puck, follows it to his hands. Good fundamentals.
Puck gets dumped down. Elias will leave it. Zapka throws it up the wall. Long pass ahead. Kuchenberg. Watch behind the net. There's Polkamp who just chips that edge. Americans look to come out, and they do. Coming up on 3 minutes remaining here in period number 3. Dvorsky dancing in with his shot, stopped again by Augustine. He stops the rebound as well, and he'll hold on.
Rutger McGroarty with 3 goals in this game. You'll love this story. So we're in Plymouth, and NHL Network's doing some one-on-one interviews, and there's a whole bunch of USA staff outside the interview room. Everybody's just kind of hanging out, shooting it. McGroarty finishes his thing, and somebody goes to thank him. You know, sometimes you just, tap a guy on the shoulder, say, hey, thanks a lot. Well, somebody just kind of pounds McGroarty on the shoulder to say thanks a lot. It was the bad shoulder.
Oh.
So he grimaces, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, this guy's doing everything he can to play in a tournament. He might have just got knocked out in the interview room.
It's taken out by John Morosi.
No, it wasn't John.
All right, good. I know John is more careful.
Yes, we'll leave the culprit nameless, but did we have a laugh about that?
All right, well, I hope it wasn't sitting next to me.
No, it was not me. No.
I've eliminated 2 suspects. I'm working on it.
Just a funny moment, a lot of laughs about it, but just the grimace from the pat.
Yeah.
We're looking at each other like, can you imagine missing the tournament because of that?
That's going to be offside. Nazar takes a bump on the whistle.
While we get a second.
So Sweden and Finland getting ready to start. We're going to get you to that one as soon as we're done here. Big day of hockey here on the NHL Network.
Absolutely. Just want to send a thanks as the preliminary round ends to the entire USA Hockey staff, the coaches, and the communications department for their tremendous cooperation through the first 4 games, and look forward to continuing that through the medal round as always.
Very much appreciated, and also a shout out to John Rosen, who's done a great job for us.
For sure.
And while we wind down here, I want to also just give a quick shout out to Dennis Bayak, who does the games for TSN, and he's in his 50th season of calling hockey games, and this is his final World Juniors. So we wish Dennis all the best. Had a great career.
tremendous play-by-player. Nice job by you. He is and a Hall of Fame human being.
Puck comes all the way down. Finley chases it down. .90 seconds left in regulation. Also, I got to give a shout out to some of the guys who sat in his chair before, Steve Nelson and Steve Mears, among others. Friends of mine, colleagues, who've done a great job. It's an honor for me to have this opportunity, and to be sitting here with you. So thanks to everybody at the NHL Network for giving me this opportunity. It's been terrific so far, and we've got a long way to go, Dave.
That's right. It's been a good play-by-play. Matt Rosen, Matt McConnell, JP Delacanto, Gary Thorne, Paul Severino.
Up, Sevy. Chance to the net, stopped by...
Who's probably still thawing out from that outdoor game in Buffalo.
Buffalo, that's right. You know what? It was such an experience for him that he's now doing the Miami Marlins.
Exactly. His teeth shattered into March.
Yeah.
He was
So here you see it, 10-2, and Team USA is going to win Pool B. They will have the #1 seed. They will play on Tuesday. And again, most likely when we do the math, and math for Dave and I can be sketchy, but when we do the math, if things go as we think they will, Team USA would likely play Latvia in the quarterfinal on Tuesday. Still waiting on a start time for that.
We know the Swedes will play the late game, that's for sure.
That's right. And the Swedes, as likely, yeah, they're the host country, so they get to choose. As Sweden likely wins today, or if they do beat Finland, they finish. The question is, will they give up a goal? They haven't given up a goal in the tournament.
Usually they just win through the preliminaries. Now they're shutting out through the preliminaries. It's kind of a new trick.
So the puck comes down, and the clock winds down, and that will do it. So there's the captain, Rutger McGroarty, had a hat trick in the game today. Great effort by Team USA, and that guy in goal, Dave, Trey Augustine, he was just terrific.
Well, he certainly stated his case to keep the net moving into the January 2nd game, and we'll see where that goes. But this was a game where Augustine factored in when he needed to. This was the perfect example of what you want from your goalie. Give us a chance to win until we get our feet completely underneath us. And speaking from a USA perspective, and that's what he did. He kept this game winnable until the U.S. was able to take it over and win it.
So they line up now for the Player of the Game honors and the anthem.
With a contribution of 5,000 Swedish crowns to Ayabaya Cancer. The prizes will be presented by Victor Andersson, ICA Quantum Varberg.
So I think for Team USA, I guess it'll be McGroarty or Augustine. I could go either way on that. When you get a hat trick, I guess usually you get the Player of the Game.
You got a lot of candidates.
Yeah, really do.
The best player of Team Slovakia is number 10, Filip Mesar.
All right, so Mesar ends up as the Player of the Game. And, you know, when I thought about the possibilities for a team that just ends up losing 10-2, he was the first guy that came to mind.
And for USA, number 2, Mac McGroarty.
Okay, Rutger McGroarty, the captain with the hat trick. We get the techno music. You were big into this when in your 20s.
This was I was a little bit more on the heavy metal side.
Ladies and gentlemen,
well, you were listening to this. I was listening to
for the
Iron Maiden.
national anthem of the United States of America.
Here's the anthem.